It's a beautiful thing. What's up, everybody? Hey, how you doing? How you doing, everybody? Mr. Poseidon here, Fishing Champs. Welcome back to the show. I am so happy you guys are all here. Actually, I couldn't wait for this week. I was in a good mood all week. Starting with Thursday night at the draft. If you guys like football, which I do very much also, one of my hobbies other than fishing. And I'm a big Jet fan. We had a nice draft, and enough said about that. Back to the fishing world, fishing community. Welcome, everybody, to my channel. Glad you're here today. To anybody new out there, please follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, and for sure, guys, I'm going to ask you, hit that like button. It helps me in the algorithm. It helps me get these videos out there so they can be seen a little bit more, and then you have less of a chance to win a prize. Other than that, it's a beautiful thing. I hope everybody else is having a good week. As far as fishing, let's talk a little bit about fishing. Tons of reports back from Jersey, South Jersey, Island Beach State Park, Long Beach Island. They are killing the fish down there. And not literally, but just catching nice-sized fish. I know if you guys are on Instagram and you're following out there, you should see the pictures yourself. Other than that, I know Staten Island still banging them out, you know, on a daily basis. And I just got a report back out in Long Island. I might be there out there tomorrow morning in the Jones Beach area. I'll see what's up. They've been hitting them out there also. Hit or miss right now. So, and obviously still here in the northern rivers of the Hudson River, the fish are still heading up. I've gotten reports back that they're actually up in Troy, arriving up there. They're getting ready for the big sex fest up there. Yeah, boy, Fishing Champs. Okay. Other than that, we are having a good time tonight. Tonight we have a great guest on tonight. You guys know him as Inception Tackle, and he makes some world-class dividers out there for us in the surf fish industry. Remember, we used to go in these bags and grab a lure, and then there was another lure attached to that, and so on. And in the end, you had a rope of 11,000 lures out there, but attached to each other. But you get the idea. The dividers helped us out as far as being able to separate each lure and being able to take them out of the divider or out of your surf bag with ease. And same goes back when we can say, and the same goes back as we can say when it's time to put them back with ease. I mean, it's helped me out a lot. You're not going to be able to carry a ton of lures with you, but you're going to have to carry enough where you can do the job easily in one night or one day, depending on your surfing selection, night or day, or both. I want to get another surf bag because I'm sick of switching lures from night lures to daytime lures. But let's also talk about another good thing that's coming up. So the dates are out for the second annual. Listen carefully, folks. I got a couple of surprises for you guys today. I really, really do. A really good one that you're going to be like, oh, really? No, you're not going to win a boat. You're not going to win a van store. You're not. But it's something really good that I know you guys will appreciate. So going back to what I was saying, what was I going to say? Forgot what I was going to say. I hate when I do that. What's that?
What's your big announcement that everybody's going to love?
Well, the big announcement is I have a chartered boat trip. It's going to be for 6 people. We're going to have a little competition. Put this down on your dates. It's May 14th. That is a Saturday, May 14th. Is that in your calendars? I'm going to have a little raffle, and hopefully you guys will make the trip. It's going to be a fluke and sea bass trip. The stripers are pretty much the run down there around the Brick area in New Jersey is going to be over as far as the bigger fish. So we're going to go out for a little fluke fishing and a little sea bass fishing. Just a good time with some fishermen getting together, having a grand old day. Let's make a video. Yeah, boy, Fishing Champs. So up here in the Hudson, I've been fishing. I tried this week. I went out 3 days, and one of the days I actually only fished. I threw it out 3 times, and that was it. I brought it in, I was like, it was over. It was 20 knot winds. We were getting surges up to about 25, maybe more. It was ridiculously blowing a lot of wind. The river looked like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. It looked so good that I actually wanted to try it. But anyway, that's how chocolatey it was. But too much wind, so I didn't get to go. Again, I'm planning on going out tomorrow. We'll see what happens. If Inception gives me that loan of $500,000, I might change my mind and go. So other than that, what else do I want to tell everybody? Yeah, that boat trip. And here, Mr. Poseidon's second annual Montauk 3-day challenge is on again this year. We have the dates locked. The dates will be October 9th. That's a Sunday. That's the full moon day. And also Monday and Tuesday. So that's the 3-day challenge. On Tuesday, the competition will end either at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. We're not sure yet. But then we're going to have the dinner at night back at my place. Have a little party with everybody there like we did last year. Give out to the award for the biggest fish on that 3-day challenge. And the prize stands at first prize right now, $500. And from there it goes on to everybody who joins. It's $25 a man. We'll have the same rules and regulations out. I'm going to be speaking to the MSA to get a permit for that day out there. Ladies and gentlemen, come on down. It's going to be lots of fun. Look into the Montauk Manor. Great place to stay. That's where we're probably going to be staying. So it's just going to be a wonderful time. And again, $500 to the first place winner right now. And the prize is going to go nothing but up like it did last year. We had it up to $850. The winner was Gelso Pasquarelli. Congratulations to him again to the first annual 3-day Striper Challenge. But right now, let's get on to better things. So this morning I was chewing a piece of gum and I didn't know where to put it. Well, let's end that story. So anyhow, we're going to meet right now the guest that we're having today, Sunday, May 1st. Here we are. We have Inception Tackle. That's at Inception Tackle. You can catch him on Instagram, see what he does exactly there, see what you like, and order it. Other than that, let's have a nice warm welcome for Mr. Inception Tackle. John, how you doing?
Good to be here. It's a little, I don't know. I've been watching this show for a while, so it's like always.
There you go. Just move it into you. Attaboy. There you go. Good.
Yeah, great to be here.
Super.
I've been watching this show for quite a while now, so always attend whenever I can.
Right.
But it's always great to be here in the studio.
Yeah.
To you instead of, I think our last meeting
was
it was online over Zoom, or Skype.
Skype, yeah.
But it was like I had bad lighting and everything.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to be in the studio with like, good lighting and all this stuff.
It wasn't nobody's set up to be out to go to have a studio, so I don't blame anybody, but it was nice that you got on. We had a nice show. We got to understand everything that you said.
Yeah, I was starting out at that time, but now I'm like more established.
Right.
I got a little print farm going. I got more printers, got more everything.
Right. But before we get to that, I want to tell everybody. So I first met Inception online. I saw his dividers and I wrote, wow, what a great invention. That's really, really good. So he said he was going to be at the Bill Wetzel shindig. So I said, oh, wow, I'm going to be there too. So we'll meet up. So he showed up and he had a white bag, shopping bag, it looked like basically. And he had a couple of
Dividers.
Yeah, dividers with you.
Yeah.
And I remember I came up to you and I'm like, hey, what's up? So I remember you had given me, now I have this one right here, guys. This one's in white. Let me put the overhead so you can see it better.
You need to turn it on.
Oh, yeah. We have to turn it on. I am so sorry.
That's the original, the first design it came out with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a little story behind that jig divider.
Right. All right. Hold on. So, here we go. So I got this, guys, right here. And I had this in white. And this is the revised version, you said?
Yeah, it's one piece now. Before it was 2 pieces, but I managed to make it 1 piece. But that's my little jig divider. It clips into the side of the tube.
Yeah, so this goes on inside the tube. As you can see, it's round and it has these 2 hooks there. And here you would hang like jigs and diamond jigs and bucktails. So this way it doesn't fall all the way to the bottom of your tube. So this is what I had gotten as a sample, and I still use this today. It's a dynamite piece. But let's continue over. Other than that, so you showed up at the show at Bill Wetzel's Dig, and I know you gave out a few props there to start it off, and I think that's how it started, because even I saw what you had. You offered me more, but me being the guy who I am, I didn't want to take them from you. I was like, give them to somebody else, because I'm definitely going to buy them from you. All I had to do was look at them and understand your system, and I said, wow, this is really going to work. So I remember you gave out quite a few bits. You had given some samples, I think, to Bill Wetzel, too.
Yeah, so initially I was starting out, right? So
Right,
Shindig was coming up. So I just went over there and was like, hey, there's a lot of surfcasters here,
right.
right? And what I was thinking was like, oh, a lot of surfcasters, so a lot of guys to like test these products, right? Because I wasn't gonna like just start selling them immediately without anyone testing them.
Right.
So who's better to test them than Bill Wetzel?
Then Bill Wetzel.
Exactly. He didn't get the dividers at the show. He was like, send me a couple, I'll test them.
Right.
And he's had them for a while now, right? He's got my first batch, but I gave him like a second batch. And the second batch is like improved material, improved design. It's a little bit more flexible. It's a little stronger, right? We can go into that later, how I like changed all my materials. But that's basically it. I just was passing out these little jig dividers at the show.
Right.
And then it evolved into all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Let me put that over here a second. Guys, I'll show you again on the overhead here. We'll get that overhead there. So there we go. So here it is, guys. You could see the dividers are in red, and you could see how nicely all these laws. Look at the little, I don't know how else to show you guys just how simple this stuff is to go in and out of your tube bag with no problem. Nothing hooking onto anything. It's just super simple. You got your plugs. You got everything here. Everything is in and out quickly. It's so simple. And that's the way it is on mine. Now, understand that you could see he has a 5 divider, a 4 divider. Do you have a 3 divider also?
No, that's my day bag, so I don't really bring too many big lures.
But do you have? Do you?
I do.
Okay.
Not with me right now.
Gotcha. So there is 3. There is even halves, correct?
Half is more for soft plastics.
Gotcha.
Jigs and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Just bigger soft plastic.
But
like
this is
sluggos.
nice. This basically carries a good amount. 10 lures with you.
There's a surprise in the front pouch, and you can show that as well.
Oh, really? Oh, I know what this is. Yeah. All right. This is what you needed.
Yeah.
So basically here on the front pouch, you could see he's got the little soft plastics. Is that back here?
Well,
you got the...
I got tins.
Okay,
I
so
got
jig.
bucktails.
So you got your bucktail in here, and you can see here's the back hole on that. And you'll drop it right in there with the hook going towards the back. I mean, pretty simple stuff. Anybody could do this. He's got little tins in there.
Yeah, that's my day bag.
Yeah, this is really good, though. I like this because here's the difference on this one, but I'm going to tell you what it is right away. On these smaller pouches that all of us have, you can pretty much, store 5, 6, 7, 8 bucktails running along the back.
Yeah, they're stacked on top of each other.
Right. So this one, what it's doing is you're pretty much doubling your capacity of this. You're giving it that extra row, which is pretty darn good. And I saw this when you sent me the picture, so, okay, I'm sold. And again, you can make these for the little pouches on any bag as long as you have the measurements.
Yep. I can make any size. A lot of guys are a little confused when they order, right?
Right.
They're basically like, oh, could you make this size? I'm like, dude, I can make any size you want. Anything you can imagine, I can make.
Right. Yeah, quite amazing. I like that. I like that you are versatile like that, which is very important in the industry that we're in, since it isn't a giant industry. So it's good to be versatile and get every nook and cranny as far as just having a single divider, which is a 4 or a 5. So you've opened up the market a little bit in that for yourself. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Yeah, there's surfcasters, we're not like a one-size-fits-all kind of surf fishing where like Long Island guys will fish differently than Rhode Island guys, and Rhode Island guys will fish differently from Mass guys, and Mass guys are different from New Jersey guys. Everyone's different, right? So it's this 3D printing stuff really opens up like a lot of like ideas that can be made, right? So some guys will I know recently there's been a trend where guys are fishing 12-inch massive needlefish, right? in single tubes, and they were asking me, it's like, hey, can you make dividers for this? I'm like, yeah, sure, just send me the size. And then they're like, oh, we need it 12 inches. Can you make that? And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
So it's just any size, as long as it's like within a foot by foot and a foot cube, you're fine, right? Just like hit me up. We'll do any color. I'll do any size, any shape, anything you can think of. I can really make.
Well, that's very important, and you guys heard it. That you sit around, you look at your tube bag, and you say, "Oh, he doesn't have a divider for this." Yes, he does, and if he doesn't, you give him the dimensions. It's very easy for him to do. So a lot of people will ask me, I know how you're making these. You have your 3D printers, is that correct?
Yeah, I got a couple 3D printers in my garage. I got a shelf of them all running, right? And I started with like 1, 2 just to try it out, but I've like upgraded to like 5,
Right.
6 right now. I'm adding even more because people are wanting more. Like I got a 2-week backlog, right? I just
Right.
finished. I'm still doing orders from the shows, and most recently, I was at the High Hill meeting, the club that Daniel Herman is in, and they put in a lot of orders, so I got to get through all those, right? And people are still waiting after that.
They're still waiting, right?
Yeah, it's 2-week wait right now.
I know a lot of the stores that you've sold your merchandise to, they sell out pretty quickly, dude.
Yeah, I know. The funniest story was Saltwater's Bait and Tackle. So I brought it over to Mike over there initially.
Right.
And he was like, oh, give me like as much as you can make, and I'll try to sell them. And then I gave him probably 40 dividers, right, on Saturday, and that was in the afternoon.
Right.
He posted on Instagram. I went fishing Sunday morning,
Right.
and I'm like in the Jones Beach, West End 2 parking lot, just bullshitting with my friends. And all of a sudden, I got a call from Mike. And I was like, what's up, Mike? He's like, oh, we need more. I'm like, what do you mean you need more? He's like, oh, we sold out of all of them. I was like, you sold out all 40? He's like, yeah, people just came in and bought all of them. So I was like, holy shit. I just went back home, started all the printers again, started printing like a madman, and I've been selling the saltwaters ever since.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so, I got to be honest now, since I have been using them, I wasn't sure in the beginning, especially when you gave me the little short one. I'm like, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
But then I got it. As soon as I set it up, I started using it, and that first night out, that's when I knew that, hey, this stuff really works. So the dividers were an excellent idea. Congratulate you on that. I congratulate myself for deciding to buy them from you. I got in there early when things were still in like a Western style start with as far as the pricing was.
Yeah.
Because I know you have to make money. This stuff costs money that you're going out to buy. And I know with the COVID, just like everything else, prices have went up.
Yep.
So I understand now why you're charging $42,000 per divider. So But other than that, no, your prices are still good. It's well worth the money, especially for guys that fish all the time and understand that having an organized bag, especially at night going out, is a wonderful thing and can make the experience of fishing a lot more fun. So now I want to get into something else. We talked about your dividers. I want to talk about, just really quickly, tell anybody out there if they're going to log off or whatever. Don't you dare log off my channel. Where can they get your product if they're interested?
So you can order directly online through Instagram. I don't have an e-store set up, so just Instagram, Facebook, or email. You'll find it on those sites. It's going to be inceptiontackle@gmail.com. That's my email if you want to email me through there, but social media is fine. I don't do anything through e-stores. I like to do everything through DMs because sometimes people will be like, hey, does this work for this plug? And I'm like, no, you're better off with this plug. Right. With this provider.
Is there any like super sale, like right now, if they go 95% off, anything like that going on? No, I'm kidding, buddy. So going back to your dividers, something that I'm really interested in. How did this all come about, John? And I call you John. I know that's your name. Mm-hmm. Inception Tackle is your business's name, and a clever name too. I like that. So, how did this all come about? What made you say, "Hey, I want to do something about this, and I can do it like this"? How did this come about?
Yeah. So initially, it was just I was like starting out surf casting, and then you get more gear as you go on. So let me see. So this is the first bag I had, right? It's a Gear Up 3 tube. And
yeah, I have this bag.
like that's more of a nighttime bag, but I was fishing that like nonstop every day.
Show you guys what he's
all night.
talking about here. So here's the gear up bag with 3 tubes. I love that sound. So there they are. Look
Yeah.
at those dividers. Very nice.
That's my night bag.
Look at how nice the setup is. I know you can't see it there, but that's what it looks like to them on the screen. They're getting a really nice picture of it. So these, talk about it. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, so it was in a summer, so I wasn't doing a lot of night fishing. I was doing a lot of Spanish mackerel fishing, right? So we got a nice run of them at like Jones Beach Jetty and like off the surf there. And I was carrying like 18 jigs in one of those tubes, and it would drive me nuts when a 3-inch jig would just fall to the bottom, and I gotta like reach my hand in there, get stabbed by like 4 other jigs, and then they'll be stuck to my hand while I'm pulling it out. So I was like, I gotta do something about this. So during the summer, that summer actually, what was it, No, it was last summer. Last summer I started making them. And, no, 2 summers ago. I'm messing up.
Yeah.
My brother got into NYU School of Engineering, Tandon, and he got a 3D printer as a graduation gift from high school.
Wow.
So it was just sitting in a garage. He uses it like occasionally, but it's not like running 24/7. So
Sure,
like, hey,
sure.
maybe I can learn a little bit of CAD
Yeah.
and make a divider, right? So I was like, I just need something that holds small jigs but can clip onto the side of the tube, right? And that's kind of impossible to make when you're just like gluing stuff together, like Lexan sheets, right? It's kind of hard to do. So I was like, I can do this with a printer pretty easily. So I don't know if the camera can see, but this is like this jig holder is the first design that I made, right? I wasn't doing dividers. And then like I go on Stripers online a lot, so I knew people were making dividers, but they were just gluing them together, milk cartons, Lexan sheets, cardboard boxes. They were just cutting them up and gluing them together. So I was like, I can make this much neater. And I know some guys were making dividers, but they were only doing 4 slots with no base, right? So that kind of like limits you in a sense because you're only fitting 4 plugs. Like, I don't know if you can see in the bag, I got a 5 slot in there. That's what
You do. You got it right here in the middle.
all my SP minnows go in there. So
Yeah,
if you can only fit 4 SP minnows, like I want to fit more.
Really ease, man. It's the ease of taking this stuff out. It's just ridiculously easy. And that's what I love about the dividers. And that's what everybody else loves about your dividers.
Yeah, it's easy, it's simple. You walk by my booth, even though if you've never seen it before, you're like,
Right.
I know how that works. Right?
Yeah.
That should be how it is.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, guys, you have bigger lures that will not fit in all 5 slots. That's why he makes 2 slotters, 3 slotters. You do make 3, you said, or no?
I do 3 slots.
You could do a 3 slot if you wanted. And obviously, the 4 slot. Most of us usually are using, I myself use the 4 and the 5 slot you have.
Yeah.
I also have a half slot from you that if I needed it, and I'm going out with bigger lures, as you can see some of the stuff I'm using here, would need that. But go ahead, continue on that idea. So
the 5 slot was like I just expanded. It was 5 slots, right? It's pretty easy. That was more for like us Long Island guys, New Jersey guys that are fishing a lot of SP minnows, needlefish, skinny plugs.
Sure.
And then 4 slots, obviously, you have mag darters. I don't know if you can see. I got like a sporting wood in there.
I see it.
Super strike darters. And I don't have a 3
right here.
slot.
That's in the 4 slotters.
Yeah. The 3 slot would fit something like a super strike bottle, a North Bar. I have...
How about this fat boy right here?
That would...
That would need two slotter, I think. Maybe.
That would actually fit in this tube.
There you go. I know what you're going to show me.
Yeah.
I want to show you guys this, too. This is really cool. I seen this earlier.
So it's
We'll
not
close up
really...
this gear up, put this on the side, give you a sneak peek of today's giveaways. Get that out of the way. Come on over.
So I'm not really limited to size, like I said before.
Whoa.
So
very durable stuff, too, I must say.
yeah. We'll get into the material later.
So this is an ODM single tube. Now watch this. Ready? Look at that, huh? Now this isn't your ordinary 5. I'm going to show you why, so you can see the difference, because you really can't see it right now. But if I put it up to another 5 tube bag, look at that. Now you can see the difference. 5 tubes in a gear up 3 tube section bag, and in a 1 tube ODM 5. So why do they give you 5? Because you can put 2 needlefish in this one. You can put a giant popper in this one. You can put whatever you want whatever fits. I like this. Now, I noticed something. Why on this larger one you have the back wall filled in on that? What's up with that?
That's well, if you pull out all the bucktails, you'll see how deep it is. It's only 4 inches deep.
Oh.
So that's like a little bucktail compartment. Yeah.
I got it now.
You take everything. You can take everything out.
That's all right. Oop, I pulled it out a little too
No,
high.
you can take the whole thing out so people can see what they want.
Yeah, I will take it out, but there you go. There it is. This is how it's set up. The side I was talking about, the wall, was here. Some of these lures are going to be mine because I'm never going to pick them up the floor when he leaves.
No.
I'm kidding. Kidding.
Get where you got yourself hooked.
But yeah, now I'm fine. And just want to show everybody just how easy this is. Guys, I'm dropping this stuff in. It wants to go in like a magnet. I mean, come on. Inception.
So that one, for example, is how much?
So that one is going to be 25. That 5 style of a bucktail divider. But
Yeah.
I've got different styles. That's the ODM AIO bag.
Yeah, that's nice though.
It's a 4 1/4 inch too.
So you're looking at about
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of those 5 slots, I'm going to put 3 of them at 2s. So you're looking at basically 8 lures carry with you. Some extras if you're going to put, like we just talked about, some diamond jigs in there.
Yeah.
We'll put
So
more than that. So basically,
Whoa,
a 10 lure
Scott.
bag.
Eric, look at the screen. We just got a super chat from Scott Larson. Too generous, Scott. Thank you so much.
I don't know what to say. Scott just gave us a
man.
$100 donation.
Super
Scott,
donation.
listen, buddy.
Thank you so much.
This is really, really something else. This is like a record breaker
So
for
nice.
us. I want everybody to know out there that we will be retiring after the show. We've made it. We've done it. Thank you, Scott Lawson, for resting peace in my quest for this mission. Thank you, Scott, so much. I don't know what to say. This was really extremely nice of you.
So nice.
Thank you to
Thank
everybody
you.
out there who supports us. Thank you so much. I just don't know what to say. Scott Lawson, we had him on last week, and we have his giveaway this week, his beautiful glider that Inception, you should know, many Rhode Islanders are using the gliders, and he has, I want to show you the glider that you're here. This is one of Scott's gliders, and what I like about him, now he hand makes everything. So each glider in itself, you can take it out and look at it.
No, I can see it.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same. And that's
unique.
what I love about these guys that make their gliders and other type lures, which he does, needlefish and so on, by hand. They're not exactly the same, man. And I love that. I totally appreciate that. But Scott, guys, you got to check him out. That's Lawson Baits. On Instagram, honey, we'll leave his Instagram on the bottom of the...
Yep.
What's the Instagram, honey?
He's at Larson_lures.
Larson_lures. Check him out. Guys, give him a shot. A lot of Rhode Island guys, especially Charlie the Wolf of Rhode Island. He was the original guy who introduced me to him. And I love his lures. This will be the giveaway today with another little surprise from Zinger Baits. And we got Vinny's Customs. But Scott, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. What a wonderful thing you just did. What a wonderful man. Thank you again. So going back to you, Inception, again, I have to say it again. Thank you, Scott Lawson. That was too nice. But going back to Inception Tackle, we were talking about how you came across this and how you had one machine which you started off from your brother, and you started producing these things. Go ahead.
Yeah, so where were we? We were at the How the Dividers Got Made.
We were at the back of the garage and you couldn't find the key. We couldn't get in.
Yeah, so I was just printing everything off one divider, right? And then what really kicked it off was Surf Rats Ball Shindig, right? I asked Bill. He let me advertise on the website, right?
Right.
And then it was like, it was a good amount of orders that day. I probably got out, that year. I think in 2021, I put out probably like 300 dividers, right?
Wow.
That's not too many because in 2022, during the shows, I put out probably like 400, 500 dividers.
Wow.
Just at the shows.
I remember at the show how they would just go, and I was watching guys walk by, and they were looking at their dividers. So they were buying them from you, going by a few boots, not opening it. then figuring they were in the clear and they were looking at them like, wow. And I was like, oh, they're all buying his dividers. I know you did good at that show.
Yeah, I did super good. I sold out like most of my stock.
Right,
Gear
right.
bags, ODM bags, flatline.
Yeah, I heard you sold out. Then I heard all those girls were chasing you around, and you looked like the Beatles going on all over again. But I know you did good on the show, and I'm glad for you. And you did good for a reason, not because you make pretty colors, because you make a good product, dude.
Yep.
And it works, and that's why people are using it. And if you haven't used it, I'm going to push it again and stress it. You've got to get out there. You've got to go and get these dividers. Give them a shot. He's not going to give you your money back if you want your money back. This isn't Sears. This isn't Macy's. Sorry. This is the beginning, the start of a good business. You're not going to want to give these things back. Trust me. You're going to be very appreciative when you get them. And every time you're going to pull them out, first you're going to think of Mr. Poseidon, then you're going to think of Inception Tackle. I'm kidding. But you guys get it. Give those things a shot. If you're thinking about it, give it a shot. Buy one. Just fill up one of your dividers and try it. You're going to fill up the rest of them real soon. But you're going to have to wait because there's a waiting list right now. He's
Hey,
got a lot of
Mr. P-
orders. Go ahead, Money.
Ed Point Surfcasting wants to know the brand sunglasses you're wearing.
Well, let's take these off right now at Point so I can actually see what's going on.
Do you have your other
Yeah,
glasses?
but these brands are the Oakleys. I've had these for a little while. They help me out in here because of this bright light in front of me. And the only bad thing is I always have to put on my reading glasses, which I don't have when I read the names off the chart. But guys, Ed Point's out there also. You know, Ed Point makes some nice bags.
Yeah, Ed Point makes some good bags.
Yeah,
Like,
we had a bag. We had it here. We had a giveaway with that bag.
Nice.
He also gave us a nice sweatshirt, which my wife loves wearing. So we thank you for that, Ed Point. Check him out too, guys. Please check him out. Especially we're talking about dividers right now. And if you're thinking about a new bag, give him a look-see. Some good stuff. He's been a while. He's been around a while. Not because he makes pretty bags, because he makes a quality product out there. Thanks, Ed Point. Thanks always for your support, buddy. Much appreciative.
Surfcasting Chris is interested in the Boga holder.
Oh, yeah, I have it here.
Yeah, show
Do
us
you
the
have
Boga
one
holder.
to show?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to see.
So here's the Boga holder. I don't know if
Okay.
you can see it. So it fits Boga 15, Boga 30, Boga 60, but this is a Boga 60. But it'll fit like a Boga 60. But I do implore everybody to get a straight lanyard, right? This is a lanyard from...
That's what I'm having a problem with right now.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
is not straight, so.
Yeah.
What?
This is from lanyards of Lloyd. Lloyd makes fantastic dividers. There's like 400
Yeah.
pound monofilament strung through here. and
Okay.
It's like all military grade stuff.
Sure, sure.
But this will slide in.
Very easy.
Very easy. Oh, we got caught up.
That's okay. We're good.
They got caught up. I don't know if you can see. It slides in very easy. It doesn't really. It'll shake a little bit, but it's much better than.
Bring it
having-
closer to the camera. Can you push the mic out of the way? Oh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, but
There you go. Beautiful, right there.
Super snug in. What I like about actually I can't like something I do, but what's good about this is that for every belt you have,
Yeah.
I will make the loop custom, right? So it will not like a lot of makers will have like one size fits all belt loop, but
Yeah.
I will make the belt loop custom to your belt, like Z belt,
Ah.
Tide Runner. This is a gear belt, so
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is zero play
Right.
in the belt loop.
That's what I have right now
So
is
it
a
will not
gear
move.
up belt.
It won't move at all.
Hey, let me ask you, what type of knife is that you got on? I'm just curious.
This is a titanium dive knife.
Nice.
By XS Scuba. The sheath is actually from Turtle Cove Tackle.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I mentioned it. They make a good product, Turtle Cove Tackle. They also have a Boga holder also on theirs. So,
Yeah, it's really down to preference, right?
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to say who's better.
Of
but
course
it's down
not.
to
We're not
preference. It's
here.
really
We're
down
not
to
here to
preference.
do that. Definitely
Right.
not.
Like if you like something lightweight,
Sure.
this is good. This is lightweight. This is snug on your body. But if you like something more heavier duty,
Right.
Kenny's
right.
your guy. Turtle Cove Tackle. Right?
Yeah. Turtle Cove Tackle. I love their knife. I have to get one. I keep saying it. And I want to bring their product around to one of my stores. They don't have it there. Because they do make a good product also, you know. I wouldn't, look, the way I am is, if I see a product and I don't like it, Inception, I wouldn't even have you on my show. No, but I wouldn't say anything bad about you either.
Yep.
Because that's the way I am. There's people running businesses out there. I'm not about to bring down their livelihood or something they have believed in all their life. But if I buy a product and I like it, you guys are going to know about it, and that's why Inception Tackle's on my show, and that's why we also did have both the husband-wife team of Turtle Cove Tackle, who were at the shows also. I know you saw them
Yeah,
there.
they were at the MSA and the Melville show. Which
Correct, yeah. The
hours
MSA, I was there. At the Melville, I could not make it because of work duties. Yeah, I would have been there.
How much are the boga holder?
So this is the standard one.
Yeah.
This is a little bit longer.
I see.
This is going to be 25. I make one for the Z-Belt, which is much, much smaller.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to be $20, right?
Okay.
Gotcha.
But let me just get to the knife real quick.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
the
This
knife.
is a titanium dive knife by
Right.
Scuba, right? I hate cleaning off rust off my knife. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to
Right.
spend $90 to get a titanium dive knife.
Right.
But I also need a good sheath for it. So I went to Kenny, and he made me a sheath.
Nice.
And he got it to
Beautiful.
me in like 2 days, I think.
Beautiful. Yeah. Good product, man.
Yeah.
Good
So super,
product.
super nice. But
I love your setup there. Very nice and clean. Not much on there to think about what you have on and what you're reaching for. So you're pretty much set to do the job. Excellent job, Inception, or
Oh.
John, I should say.
also want to show one other thing.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
just a boga holder, right? I got
Right.
my rod in the corner for a reason.
All right. Okay, good. So we're going to show that right now. That's what I really want to show you guys.
Whoopsie.
Whoop, there it goes.
Don't
Don't
worry.
worry about it. It's just the...
But
that's okay. No worries.
I don't know if you can see.
Push that back, the frost, honey. There you go, sweetheart. Good.
I don't know if everyone can hear me.
Yep. We're good.
But
Let me put this on full circle so everybody can see you.
There you go.
Just push that mic out of the way. Bring it up in the air, and towards you. There you go.
so yeah, right now I don't know if you can see.
Yep, we could see it perfect, buddy.
It's just a boga holder, right? But I like fishing sandbars, right?
Right.
And rocks.
Sure.
And sometimes you don't want the boga holder in the holder. Right.
Right.
You just kind of want it on your D-ring. Right?
Oh, there you go. So you got an option.
Yeah. So when you're stationary, you don't really mind it swinging around.
You
right?
know what? You're right, and that's the thing that bugged me for so long.
Yeah.
And until I picked up my my Turtle Cove Tackle holder, that was when that finally ended, and I was able to have a nice steady boga.
Yeah.
But like you said, when you're in the water and you're fishing right there, you don't really mind it swinging there. So I get it.
Yeah. So that's where this comes in because it's big enough to fit your rod in. I don't want to poke a hole through the ceiling.
Yeah. That's
So I'm gonna do it this way.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Perfect. So, like when you want to rest, right? You don't want to hold your rod.
Yeah,
You
that's really
just
good.
drop your rod in.
You could
right?
drop it right there and work with the fish now if you got a fish.
Yeah. If you want to rest, right? You can just be like, oh, okay, I'm just taking a break.
Yeah,
Rod's hanging on
definitely.
Rod's hanging on your belt. It's not going anywhere.
Wow.
Right? If you want to change out plugs, pretty easy. You
Wow.
just swing your bag around. I don't have my bag right now.
Understood, man. This is really good right now.
Yeah.
This
so
I like.
this is just like a drop-in
Right.
replacement, but I do have a dedicated.
Turn around more this way. So you guys could see that right there. I don't know how clearly, but you should be able to see it. He just slips it in with a boga grip. Obviously, the boga grip is clipped in on the D-ring. This is basically when you're on the water. You're not walking like this. So basically, he's got it clipped in. He's taking a quick break. Right now, he's just being real careful. He doesn't rip my ceiling apart. Because if he does that, you're going to see Inception Tackle being the first Superman fly out the window, totally flying. That's how fast he'll be going. But no, he knows I'm kidding. But I like that idea that you just showed right there. Really helpful to a lot of us. So you guys saw and you get it. Why would you put it through there? Maybe you got a big fish. Maybe you can't handle it with one hand. Stick the rod in there really quick. Grab the leader. Now you're free. Both hands exposed. Something that I wish to have. Now I do it other ways where I put it between my knees and I wrap my hands around it as I work with the fish. But that, my friend, is just gone. The issue of putting it in between your legs and balancing the rod and doing is totally out of the picture. Put it there. It's like basically a set it and forget it.
Yep.
And you're set to go. And when you're ready to get back into business, just slip the rod right out of there and you're ready to go.
Yep.
You're going to go start climbing back, getting back to the car, take the boga grip off the D-ring and put it back in its slot, and you're ready to go. I'm just repeating that so everybody out there understands what we're talking about. Any questions out there anybody would like to ask Inception Tackle? We're also going to talk some more about some of the products he also has coming out some of the new products. But right now, does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask?
Do a little Q&A session.
Sure, why not? Hurry up before I start charging monthly, and only in the Q&A section will be allowed the monthly charges. Right now, everything's free. Everything is free. I've lost my whole entire savings on this business. Anyway, what do we got here? There we go.
You want some glasses?
Oh, that's wonderful, honey. Thank you. My wife is great. Hey, honey, let's say hi to everybody. Say hi over there.
Hi.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
Okay.
So we got my wife set up in that corner today.
On the side.
Yeah, we got her on the side. There she is. So we had a nice day today, right? I would think it was a nice day we had. It was a fun day. We took our time. We got ready during the day, nice and slow. Just fun times. Anyhow, so any questions for anybody? Let's see. It says, how much for the boga holder? He's asking.
25.
$25 for the boga holder. Going once, going twice. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's going to be $25. Custom colors, free. I don't charge extra for custom colors.
Right.
Gotcha.
Grandpappy, what's up, buddy? The bomb, he says.
And also your email again, it's Inception Tackle
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
Yeah, no spaces.
Yeah.
There are no underscores.
Okay. Yeah, because Jay Falco was asking, there's no way to like order on Instagram. You just have to direct message you.
Yeah, I have a catalog. Like, you got to scroll down a little bit, but you just DM me. See anything you like, just message me. We'll work something through.
Oh, okay.
I always like to do that because with an e-store, it's kind of hard to like get what everybody likes, right? Everyone has like different fishing styles, as I said. So everyone has different stuff they might want, and I'd kind of like guide them.
Right. You can give them more individual attention.
Yes.
Just direct messaging.
Ocean State Bass Fishing is asking, what are your warranties and customer service? He gives you a fake number, and then it tells you, don't ever call this number again. No, that's not the one. Tell him what.
Well, I don't have a warranty right now because I'm so new, but if you ever have any issues with the product, I'll replace them. I'll ship them free. If you have any issues, just let me know. But honestly, they will last a while because getting to the material thing. So everything is made out of PETG, right? So polyethylene glycol for the chemistry guys out there. But it's a very, very, very stable and hard, flexible. It's flexible, but not like too flexible. It's the same stuff your water bottle is made out of, right? That's what I compare it to. So how many water bottles you see on the ocean, right? It'll never really dissolve.
Right.
Right.
Probably never.
Never. Right.
Yeah. Honey, I want to ask a question here now. Tom Hood says, scroll up to 737. I asked a question. Tom Hood, 737, honey. What was the question? Can you help us out, Tom? Tom Hood. I want to get his question in because Tom's always on here on a weekly basis also. 737, honey. Wow. Way up. Now, if you're writing it, Tom, wait because we're looking up. We can't find it, Tom. Write it again, buddy, if you're down there. Anyway, it says he asked. Yeah, they're right here, honey. I got them on. It's hot in this room. It's so hot in this room. What size tubes do they fit in? Riverkeeper's asking.
Well, any size, honestly. I was getting to the point, like, after, let's go back to the MSA show.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of guys were buying 1 divider, 2 dividers, just like check it out, right? And then they put it in their bags, like, holy shit, this actually works. And then they DM me the next day. They're like, can you outfit all 7 of my bags? So that's where it got complicated because a lot of the older guys have VS bags, right? And even the Kamado bags, different size tubes, right? So you got we have all the standards are 3 inches, Gear Up, Flatlander, ODM. They're all 3 inches. But you have some odd bags that are like 2 3/4 inches.
Right.
That I can do. I can do any size really, like any size, any shape, any height. Really, just let me know, and I'll make them for you. Right. I can go from like 2 inches. I've had dividers where guys are asking for 2-inch dividers, and those are for the Aquaskins bags. And I can do bigger. Well, the standard size is the gear up, the ODM stuff, which is 3 inches. But
So basically, in a simple saying,
yeah,
yes, I know you can. You know what I'm going to say. You can do any bag.
I can do any.
Just
bag.
get those dimensions. Don't send them the wrong dimensions and tell them you sent me the wrong size. Make sure you got the right dimensions so the guy can give you the correct tubes.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Tom Hood. So he said, from a 3D manufacturer's perspective, has John considered moving into other areas of the fishing industry?
Other areas like other than surf casting? Yeah,
We are. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
Yes.
Maybe we should start right now. So
let's start with. I don't have the photo right now. I didn't bring it as well. But I'm trying to get into like the boat stuff, right? I don't really boat fish, but a lot of boat fishermen are asking me for like, hey, can you make something to fix this problem? And I'm like, yeah, I can make something to fix that problem. So right now do you know what a T-shaped hookout is? It's like that T-shaped handle, and then you basically grab the hook, and then the fish is like vertical. The hook is vertical.
okay, yes.
And the fish basically drops down, right?
Yes.
So people are asking me to make holders for that. And I'm like, okay, I can make holders for that. And so I have that in the works, right? I haven't really finalized the design yet, but maybe in a month, end of this month, after my finals. Finals are next month, then I graduate.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute also.
Yeah, so
I'm saving that for the end. But going back to what we were just saying, as far as the bags, guys, please understand he can make anything out there. Excuse me. So Tom Hood was saying, and we answered pretty much manufacturer's perspective as John moving into other areas of the fishing industry. So my area that I thought you were going to talk about with is starting to create your own lure.
Yes.
What does this entail now that you've been in it a little bit? You dove in a little bit. So what are you looking, because you can't just make a lure because it looks nice. It's got to work right in the water. So go ahead. What's your perspective from this?
So lures are actually very, very tricky to print with because with 3D printing, you're basically printing 1,000 layers. This thing has 800 layers, I think, in it.
Right.
Right. So obviously between those layers, water can get in, right? And you never want water to get into inside the lure because that's going to throw off the entire lure.
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
I've had lures that cracked in half and then they fill with water and then it's over.
I bought one at the Surfcasters show in the Narragansett Surf Club. I bought a used one, and I found water in it. But you know what? I like that. These are lures that I saved that I, pretty much, if you want to call it collecting, that's what I do. If I see a lure that I really like and it's an old-timer lure, I always wonder what the fish were that lure's caught. Where was that lure fishing? To me, I find that very, very interesting because I do. It's like the spots I go to.
Yep.
There's some spots I go to, Inception, or John, I should call you. I like Inception because everybody knows you as Inception. Inception. Ladies and gentlemen, Inception on the Mr. Poseidon show tonight. Please hit that like button. It helps me in the algorithm. And for anybody new out there who's listening, please subscribe to the channel. Look, this is not a regular, little camera on top on my phone and I'm having a live stream. I have gone all out to tell you how much I love to interview all the fishermen out there, all the people running their businesses. It's a beautiful thing, and we can get their name out there, right? So when I tell you to buy this guy's stuff, go buy it. If 2% of you buy it, and I got 100,000 subscribers, it's a beautiful thing. But I only got 1,300, so we're trying. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love that everybody supports me. I love that I love everybody, and I can't wait to Mr. Poseidon's annual second-day Striper Challenge, October 9th through the 11th. Should be a great time. It was last year. First prize stands at $500 right now. Hopefully, we'll be able to come out with a little site where you can go and join, and you'll watch that daily tab grow every day. Last year's first prize of $850 was won by first place winner, Gelso Pascarella. Congratulations on that, buddy. And we're going to have my second one this year. So go ahead, continue again, Inception Tackle. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Every once in a while, I got to do commercials. Hit that like button.
Where were we on?
We were on talking about you when you caught that first 94-foot shark. It was called the Great White. But okay. So we were talking about your lures and what's going to happen now. Are you planning on this? Because it doesn't seem like you're solidified in your quest for this.
Yeah, so I kind of like tinker around with actually printing the lures.
Good catch, by the way.
But the issue, like I said, is like water will get in because that's how 3D printing is.
Right.
Printing is like not watertight.
Right.
So there's a couple ways to like seal it, but I haven't really finalized that because I need a more specialized printer just to get that done. Right. So that's gonna be after finals. Right. I'm gonna tinker around with that.
Sure.
Yeah. But everything's kind of like all my R&D stuff is like on backlog, right? Because I don't really have time to deal with it.
You know what? It's funny because you are making a good product. And I think whatever you make, because you really do, you love the surf fishing industry. When I speak to you, I can see how knowledgeable you are. I'm quite shocked because a lot of guys your age are not as knowledgeable as you. You know, and I know you're a modest guy. You're not going to go around saying you're the best, even though I have you on tape screaming and yelling that you're the best. But anyhow, no, he didn't do that at all, guys. But you are a very modest guy like that, and I appreciate you in this business.
What happened to the mic for Inception? Somebody says you can't hear him. Let's see here.
Yeah, it's down for some reason.
Did our mic check?
Wow.
What happened?
Is that mic in there?
Maybe it
There
got
you go.
pulled
There's
out.
it now.
Okay.
Oh,
Now
we're
it's working.
back. Good
Okay.
job. We didn't see that. I wasn't sure. Good
Yeah, it was a
job.
little loose.
Oh,
Wow.
it wasn't all
Hey,
the way.
hey.
There you go.
We're back live. Let's get on some music. Let's get on some rock and roll. Hey, rock and roll. Everybody's listening going, that isn't rock and roll. Again, I want to thank you to Scott Larson. Scott, thank you for that donation tonight. That was really a dynamite thing that you did. Scott Lures. That's Scott underscore, what is it, honey? Larson underscore Lures.
Larson underscore Lures on Instagram.
Larson underscore Lures on Instagram. Check him out. We'll be having that giveaway at the end of the show, which is one of his gliders. Beautiful stuff. And I'm going to say it again. The guy makes all the lures individually by his hand. They are all different. There is not one that is exactly the same. And that's what I love about these guys that build these plugs. So Inception, get rid of that 3D printer and get a nice Swiss knife and start carving away, baby.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He knows I'm kidding.
Stuff people mention also for
Yeah.
stuff for kayakers.
Oh yeah.
Making stuff for kayakers.
Yeah, there's a lot of
kayak anglers.
little tubes and things like that. So you should know, you should be able, if there's anybody out there with a kayak right now, and you've always wanted a certain device made, mention it here right now. Just mention it. Just an idea, because you can always get your greatest ideas from your customers, because they know what they want.
Yeah.
And then you hear it from another perspective, and you're like, wow, I never thought about that. I could use that.
Yeah. So, like, I don't do a lot of. I don't ever kayak fish. But if you have like any ideas, like if you're a boat guy, if you're a kayak guy, right? Just pitch me it, like just draw me something, and I'll work around with it, and get it to you. Like, and maybe we'll get a good product, and we can sell it.
Yeah, right,
But
right.
like, sky's the limit, basically. Like anything you can think of, like you want something designed, I can do.
Right. That sounds good. So, all right. So, a little bit now moving away from the fishing industry. Now, I want to talk about your education a little bit. Now, I know you come from a background where, your parents expect much from you.
Yep.
They follow the rules as far as not giving you everything easy in life and making it tough for you to get it and making sure you get it. So this way, when you do get it that tough way, you'll be number one in what you do. But the way I'm seeing it now, from my perspective, Inception, or John, I should say, that you're very good at what you do. You're very driven, and you stick by your guns. I don't see you being lazy after buying a printer and then starting to show up late with your deliveries. So I see that you're on target and you're really moving. Now, I feel that if you get into the lure business, who knows, as you keep going and you keep growing, I could see you now being 55 years old and going to me, and I go, aren't you going to be a doctor? You'll be like, yeah, I'm making my last lure this week, and I'm going to start my doctor career. I know that you're going to be a doctor. Let's talk about a little bit about your schooling, how that started, and what made you decide, hey, I'd like to be a doctor someday.
Yeah. So honestly, like let's start from the beginning.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
I'm a senior bio major at Stony Brook.
Right.
I'm graduating in three weeks. 3 weeks. I'll be graduating, and I'll be taking a gap year or two, working and probably doing research.
Right.
And then applying for medical school in a year or two. But like what I really like about med school, or like being a doctor in general, is that you're always learning. Right. I don't want a job that like where you just get in and then you're going to be doing the same stuff for 40 years. Right.
Right.
Being a doctor isn't that, because you're always reading research. You're always reading new findings, and it's always something that you're learning, right? Which is why I like surf fishing, because you're always learning.
You're always learning.
You're always learning. You go to one spot, like I like using West End too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're always learning new stuff, right? I'll be fishing on that jetty. I fished that jetty like all my life, like 6-7 years now.
Sure.
And I'll be finding it's like, oh my God, I never knew this was here.
Yeah, right, right.
Like I'll find a pocket, I'll find like a bite that like I never really knew about.
Sure.
And then I'll find structure structure changes every year.
Sure,
but it's always something keeps you on your feet.
I want to say that you say like, okay, so you go into school and you decide that you want to be a doctor. You know, me, the way I think of it is if I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going all out. I'm not doing anything else. I'm going to get a side job at McDonald's for now. Just get by. But this is what I mean about you, is that you're a driven kid, man. You're not sitting around and waiting. You're making this little time, I'm going to say, because it is little time. You're spending time in school, and that's your main goal, is to get a good education. So to be driven like that really is quite shocking to me. But at the same time, that's why I say, hey, I'm going to promote your product, because you make a good product, dude. And this whole thing that you're doing in life, you know, continue it. I know your parents must be very proud of you, man. I don't know how you do it. I can barely get by high school just doing my own homework by myself. I mean, you got a whole bunch of stuff going on here, and I know you got finals in a few weeks, you said?
Yeah, I got finals in 2 weeks. So, like, I can still take orders. Like, it's just, like, 2 minutes to
yeah, no, I understand that. But after this Inception, is there medical school for you?
So I'm studying for the MCAT this summer, right? And I'll take the MCAT in September.
Right.
And then I'll probably do a gap year or two, and then just work, do research, whatever. And then I'll apply for med school, and whatever takes me, I'll go, right? If I end up in Ohio, I'll end up in Ohio. I won't be surf fishing anymore. But I can still be making dividers.
Yeah. I know, I see that.
Printers with me.
You know,
James Flynn says being a doctor is a good side job.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. You know, especially for guys like me, I'm on a rock. I'm 95 years old as it is. I slip off the rock. I hit my head. There's Inception. Give me a couple of pieces of seaweed. I'll stitch them up right here. It'll be fine. You can go back to fishing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that, you know, I don't even know you, and I'm proud of you, for Christ's sake. What a good kid you are. Good for you, man. Anything else that you want to bring up, that you want to talk about your business, about school, about anything?
Well, I want to expand on the lure part for a
Yeah.
second, because what's nice about 3D printing lures is that it's kind of like a new space.
Right.
I only know 2 people I've talked to that have done it. One's like an architect. He has his own little printer, but he's only making them for himself. And the other is a guy named The Bomb Fishing. He's making 3D printed lures. Fantastic product. But I want to like expand on that more, because with wood lures, you kind of get burned out after a while, because you're slaving away at a lathe in your garage, just wood dust everywhere.
Okay,
and
I see.
You're bending over, you like putting out.
Time to go into business with Scott Lawson.
Yeah, not like the wood builders are good, but it just takes a lot of time to get a wood product out, right? But what I want to do is
those will be, and I'm going to tell you right now, nothing's going to ever change my mind, is the guy who makes it with hand.
Yes.
Those I always love, buddy, because like I told you, you'll never get an exact lure, and they're made by the same guy. They look the same.
Yep.
But if you look at them carefully, there's those little tinkers here and tinkles there. I love that stuff. I love it. Yeah, and if you guys want to get together with Scott Lawson, get his lures, again, I'm going to mention lures _ what is it, honey? I like when my wife says it.
Larson _ lures.
Yep, that's right. And Scott Lawson writes on the bottom, he's like, what's wrong with sawdust?
I got my own problems with 3D printing.
Yeah,
There's like little particles everywhere.
Yeah. Everything, no matter what you do, nothing is easy in life. If you're going to decide to do something, you got to go full blown at it.
Yep.
And that's what makes things right in life as far as your product.
Yep.
You know, it's all what you put in it. And I know that you put in a lot for sure on that Inception. So again,
Question
going back
from Carl though
Yeah.
here. Possible to make a bucktail pouch divider?
Oh, I had that. It's
Is that
in
the square one?
That's the square one.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
I'll
Euro
show
cup
you right
pouch.
now. Hold on.
It's the red bag. Oh, it's over here.
It's over there. Yeah, bring it over here. I'll show them. Put the overhead on for you guys.
Yeah, so that's my day bag.
So there it is for you. Who asked that question, Scott?
Carl Newman.
Carl
Hey,
Newman.
Carl.
There it is, Carl. So you have it right here. You can see I'll pull one out so you can actually see how they are in double. So instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5 of them going across the back, it sure is nice to have a double like he has, and now you're able to fill up 10 in quite a small little space. I have a tiny little hand, so just to give you an idea. So I like this idea. Very nice. And again, these can be made for all bags to their size.
Yeah, so answering his question is that you're not really limited to this style, right? If you want something like made, like you want bigger holes, just send me the sketch, send me the dimensions,
Yep.
and I'll make them for you. right?
Definitely.
I've done that like a lot for a lot of guys. They have like their
Okay.
own custom stitched bags, and then they're like, "Oh, I can't find dividers. I have to like
Oh.
get
Right,
PVC tubes,
right,
but they're kind
right.
of heavy." So I was like, "I can make an insert for it," and then rest is history.
Yep,
Cool.
yep. All right, so before we
Nice.
go, Carl's saying, yeah, that's it exactly, exclamation point, killer. So he says, I'm reading here, Carl says, I want 14 orders right now. No, he's kidding. I'm kidding. So, okay. So going back now, what I want to say is, and I want to add is that, again, I want you to tell everybody if they want your product, how they get to your product. Now, I'm going to list it on the bottom, but let him also tell you and what to look for and find and order from them. So please explain to them in detail.
Yeah, so you can order through Facebook, Instagram, or you can just email me straight up, right? And just figure out what you want. If you don't know what you want, I'll send you all the pictures of everything, right? I have a website in the works, right? Ocean State Bass is actually helping me with that.
Oh, excellent guy.
He's helping me
Excellent.
take photos.
That guy is the
Nice.
tech of techs. I don't know if guys, please subscribe to follow Ocean Bass State Fishing.
Ocean State.
Ocean State Bass Fishing. I'm sorry for that, buddy. So what you're gonna know him for mostly is he usually buys lures from lure makers and then puts them on a little moving circle piece. It circles around. Beautiful. You get to see the whole lure exactly how it is, and if you like it, you order it. Not from Ocean State Bass Fishing. He'll charge you double for the ones he bought. You order them from the lure maker themselves, and I'm only kidding about Ocean State. But beautiful job. He always does. I'm glad I met him. He's helped me out in quite a few instances so far. I am very happy always for his help. He's a big-time professional in that field. So going back to you and about advertising in Ocean State.
Yeah,
You were
so
saying.
Ocean State just helping me. He's helping me take photos, like nice professional photos. He's
Right.
a fantastic photographer, right? He's getting all those photos of the products for me. I send him like a big box of stuff, and then he
Right.
gets to keep all of them.
Yeah, good.
So I have the website coming out after finals. My friend's helping me set that up with all the coding and stuff,
Right.
and then it'll just simplify everything in terms of ordering. But right now it's just through Facebook, Instagram. I have my catalog. You just gotta like dig through the posts to find it.
Sure.
Or you can just look through the photos, or you can just DM me directly, and then I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Fantastic.
Right. So
go ahead.
just tell me like what bag you want, the dimension. If it's like a weird bag, just send me the dimensions and I'll make it. And then custom colors, obviously no extra charge, right? If you
Nice.
want blue, if you want purple, if you want
Nice.
pink, you want magenta, I got them all.
I know other guys out there that make other products other than dividers. They will charge you for those different colors. I'll tell you right now. So that's a real nice thing that he's doing. Either that or he's actually charging so much money and he's making so much money. By the way, when you going to pick up that Ferrari, is it this week again?
Oh no, it's next week.
Next week. There you go. Yeah. But Dad, look, I sold these. I'm getting a Ferrari. Let's forget about the doctor thing. Get out of my house, Inception. But anyway, okay. So going back now, what I want to say is, I know you said we're going to do a giveaway this week. You want to let these guys know what they're going to be getting?
It's gonna be given away next week, right?
Yeah, it'll be given away next week. But tell them what you're going to be giving away.
So there's gonna be 2 winners. Each winner will get a set of 4 dividers or anything of equal value, right? So that's like $50 about.
Okay.
Right. So you dividers of any size, any color you want, or you can trade 2 dividers for a BOGA holder, and I'll do that for you. I'll ship it to you free. Everything, right? It's just you got to win it first.
Just remember, guys, I don't want to hear any complaints. The BOGA itself does not come with it. That's out. You're getting the BOGA holder. No strap, no nothing. The BOGA holder. Okay. If you want the gold inserts, you got to pay for those. He hasn't made one yet, but if you want gold inserts, you got to pay for them. Other than that, so we're talking about 2 sets of dividers, meaning slot numbers.
Yeah. So slot 1, slot 2, and then each slot you have 4 dividers or something of equal value, right?
Got it. Got it. Excellent. So that comes with 2 dividers for each set. Is that what we're doing?
No, 4 sets per. Well, 4 dividers per set. So 8 dividers. 8 dividers total.
Oh, so we're looking at how many dividers? They're all 4s?
Well, no, you can pick.
Oh, excellent. So you can pick a double or a 4 or a 5, like that.
Anything you can get from my Instagram or anything custom, right?
Wow.
If you want something custom made, I'll add it to the thing.
This is a very nice thing, and it's a very nice prize. As D-Bar says, nice prizes. Absolutely great prizes. There'll be 2 winners. I'm going to list those up during the week.
Okay.
Guys, obviously, you know how to enter my competitions or my giveaways. At the end of this video, don't go off now. Stay on here. Call your whole families and tell them log on to the show immediately. And hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. The like button is what gets me out there. Help me. Help me. Help you. No, I'm kidding. So going back to Inception, so we're going to get 4 dividers per. That pretty much covers your bags, guys. If you got 2 bags with 2 tubes, you got both bags covered. You're very lucky. But that's a nice prize. I appreciate that from you. That's very nice of you to do that. That's $50 values, both of them. $100 together, he's actually giving a value today. But 2 prizes. Leave a comment on the bottom of this video. And next week, on next week's Sunday show, we'll give those away. As far as today, let's talk about this a little bit really quick. So we got Zinger baits. We got the 6 Assault Minnow. These are black. These are great for new moons. You know, you're going out late night, fishing at night. Put a nice 3/4 inch jig on there, a 1/2 ounce, whatever you think is good. Let's not forget about Vinny's Custom Lures. We got a little one here today. We got the Hammer Jig. This is good stuff here, guys. Look, the Hammer Jig. And Vinny's got all his stuff set up professionally. You know, you got a nice little protector there at the end of the barb. You got a nice bucktail. It's not only a tail, it's got a little eye on there in the end. This is really good stuff. Quality stuff. And you know what? Vinny's prices are probably some of the best in the industry. So, Vinny, I thank you for that. Mike from Zinger Baits again, the 6-inch Assault Minnow, and I'm saving the best for last. This right here is what I'm holding is a specialty item. This is a $4,000 lure made by Scott Lawson. It took him 6 years to complete, and I'm just kidding. This is a nice lure from Scott Lawson. It's a glider. It's probably my favorite. I actually bought it for myself, but last week I had a couple of guys tell me what a nice lure it was, so I decided that I'm going to be giving this one away. And there it is, Lawson Baits. He's in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Great plug builder, all wood. Beautiful stuff. This guy cares about his product. You can put your orders through with him. He's pretty quick. From the time you put your order in till the time it's sent, it's about a 3-week stretch. Guys, there's guys out there with lures that are basically, you know, one guy I know has a 15-month wait. Yeah, 15-month wait. You know, they make good product and people want them. So get in now. Because 3 weeks is nothing. You'll have this for the beginning of those June runs, okay? So if I were you, I'd put a couple of orders in. This guy makes quality stuff. I won't let you down. Ocean State Bass Fishing will back me up. He's actually used these. I've actually thrown it out in the river just to try it because I was dying to. But it wasn't this one. It was another one. and it doesn't work right. But it's not a Scott Larson lure. I'm sorry to say. I won't tell you what the other one is. Buy it yourself and don't catch fish. Anyway, other than that, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate this. Honey, you want to do the raffle?
Okay, so we're gonna pick someone.
Yeah, we're gonna pick some. The winner is.
Let's see, and the winner
Good one.
is.
Who is that? There he is. It's Danny D. Morales. Danny D. Morales.
Danny, you're here.
Woo! And there's Danny there. He says, Scott's got some awesome prices, hands down. Well, you know what?
Woohoo.
This price is the best price, Mr. Morales. Thank you so much, buddy, for your support, for coming to my show. Jason Palmatier, I want to say hello to you. It's been a while. Grandpappy, I still have your picture. I got to meet Grandpappy a few weeks ago down at the Hudson River Pier while we were having my first annual, first one-day striper challenge, which was run by Rick Hernandez. Rick's going to be getting his final second part of the prize, his plaque that we'll be giving out on a yearly basis. Now I want to say hello to some people, and let's start by Ocean State Bass Fishing. What's up, buddy? Roy M. James Flynn, the Mikey. Hey, Mikey, how you doing? Grandpappy, Danny D. Morales, thank you so much again. You can DM me on Instagram, Mr. Morales, and we'll get those products out as soon as possible. I know we had some prizes last week, hun, that we thought we sent out. You want to repeat those names and tell them that their product will be going out tomorrow?
Was for a couple of things you did on Instagram. That was Heaven and Elle.
Yeah, she'll be getting
the question correctly.
Yeah.
And the other thing you did on Instagram was for who was the other winner?
I know you had it written.
Anthony Plescia.
Yeah, that's
he
it.
was the other one who answered the question correctly.
Right. And then that was it, right? And then and then we got the reel, which was the pen
for Wormway.
Right, Wormway.
Yeah,
you'll be getting that. That's going out tomorrow.
Woo.
We got that all boxed up. We're sorry about the delays. Work gets in the way sometimes, but we have to let it get in the way because it pays my bills. Without the bills, I'm not coming on the show. Don't make me yell and get upset. Let's continue. D-Bar, what's up?
What was the pick on Insta? Jay Falco's asking. Well, you had a couple of things.
I had a couple of things. If you it's a surprise on Instagram. So once in a while, I'll ask a question about a picture, and if you get it right, then I'll send the winner its due. Carl Newman, DNYC, Bronx Surfcaster. What's up, buddy? He was out there fishing today. I was getting a couple of fishing pics from my man, Oscar Baera, doing this thing out there. Jay Falco, what's up? Ronnie M. Who else we got out there I haven't said hello to? San Diego Astro Rods, what's up, buddy? Scott Lawson, once again, thank you for that donation.
Jay Falco, the Ford divider is good for spoofs.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, boy, the spoof crew is here. Fishing champs, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to also my man, Inception Tackle. Check him out. Check out his dividers. You won't go wrong. They're so easy. I showed you how they work. Don't make me show you again. We're going to show you again in a few months. I trust you. We'll have him back on. This guy catches some big fish also. We'll have some pictures up of his beauties that he catches. I'll be out there tomorrow morning. Go ahead, honey.
Surfcasting Chris, how's your pinky doing?
Oh, so I didn't tell you guys really quick before we go.
Goodness.
It's been a long show. So if you look at my pinky here, let's get the overhead look. It's much better that way.
Big injury.
Yeah, so there it is on the side there, if you can see it. There we go. Let me turn it. So you see it's cut right there? It's not just slit. So I had a pile of garbage, and when I grabbed it, I moved it, and the knife was on the bottom. That was my hunting knife, which happens to have a 14-inch blade on there. Do not mess with me when I'm surf fishing at night by myself, and you don't know me. Don't play jokes on me. Just say hi, and that's it, and keep walking. So going back to what I was saying, my hand slid on it, and my whole skin came off.
Yikes.
I took that last little piece. I took it off.
Oy.
Went to the hospital. They told me we can't stitch it. So here's what you're going to do. That first night, they made me wear the bandage. So since it's got such a big slit on there, you can't see it, but since it's got such a big slit on there, that they couldn't stitch it.
The
and
skin
they
was
told
just
me-
gone.
Right, the skin is gone, and they're gonna it's gonna dry like that, probably with a
Giant scar.
scar, but it doesn't matter. It's on my pinky. The thing I was worried about all the time was like, Doc, do you think I can fish? He's like, well, why don't you wait a month? I was like, in my head, you're bleeping nuts. I am not waiting a month. 2 days, I'm good to go. So I'll wrap it really good. Other than that, I'm ready to go. You guys have all been the best to me. I've gotten to this point because of everybody out there. Inception, anything else you like to say to anybody else out there?
No, if you have
Mom, Dad, are they watching you right now?
maybe my girlfriend might be watching.
There you go. Say hi to her. Well, say hi to you, darling. You got a wonderful boyfriend here. Do not give him up. And I know she'll probably start pushing you in a couple of years. She'll be like, you can make more money being a doctor. Don't listen to her. Okay, I'm kidding. But anyway, thank you to everybody
Thanks,
out there.
everybody. Good night.
Thank you. And we will see you next week on another show of the Poseidon Adventures. And also, again, one more time, congratulations to our winner. Who was that, honey? Let's do it again.
Danny Morales.
Danny D. Morales. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Woohoo.